You ever wonder why we're here? It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it?
Go ahead.
Welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast. I'm Drew Saplin.
I'm Gus.
I'm Blizz.
I'm Blaine.
And I'm Gus. You didn't ask until the last second.
I forgot. I was like, okay, I know the order, but then I was like, wait, am I supposed to say anything else?
Have you ever watched this show before?
Just to say welcome. We're
I
doing
did
a
it.
podcast. Yeah, you did fine. You did great.
And I don't think they had sound up yet. Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine.
We
This
need
is
to
fine.
tell the story. We need to tell the story leading up to the podcast, the 5 minutes prior, and why this situation is the way that it is.
So
Because Gus is sitting on the couch, and that's never been done before.
I've sat on the couch before.
Never
I
been done
asked
before.
I'm a
to not
disruptor,
sit on
Blaine.
the couch, and here I am.
I came in. Gus was sitting there. I sat down here because no one else was here. Didn't even know who was on the podcast. I think Blizz, you mentioned you were. Blizz came up and said, "Can I sit there?" And I said, "I'd like to sit here." And then he said, "Okay," and he walked off. Then Drew came in.
I think when this was happening, I was talking to Tyler about something related to the podcast, so I didn't hear that conversation.
Right. So then Drew came in, and then he said, "Can I sit there? I don't want to sit on the couch." And I said, Blizz asked the same question. If you guys do rock, paper, scissors, I'll let whoever wins sit in this chair. I'll move to the couch. And then Gus just said, just sit on my side.
No,
And
I'd
now I
rather
look
have
like a
done
baby.
rock, paper, scissors.
And then
'cause I
Blizz
wasn't
walked
in
back
the-
in,
and then
and
Blizz
you
walked
just
back
still
in,
didn't
and
give
then
your
you still
chair up.
didn't
give it
Because he didn't win rock, paper, scissors. Those are the terms of the
there was no
rules.
rock, paper, scissors needed because I had the chair that I want. I just wanted to sit
So
in
if
the
we
chair.
do rock, paper, scissors right now, will you give me the chair?
Yeah.
Who? You and Drew?
You
no,
too.
me and
That's
you.
Why?
Not
Fine.
It's your idea.
Okay. Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors,
shoot. Okay, well.
Fucking
All right.
dead. Rock smash.
For all of you
scissors.
listening at home, Blaine played rock, Blizz
And I
played
did
scissors.
Welcome back to the International Rock, Paper, Scissors.
It's an old video now, but I still watch it every now and then. The rock, paper, scissors competition amongst like all the J-pop group members. Have you ever seen that?
No.
No.
It is fucking classic. It's like it's like a big rock, paper, scissors tournament, and whoever wins gets like upgraded from like the junior leagues of a J-pop group up to like the main group.
Oh my God.
So it's like potentially a big deal for them. And
Yeah.
it's like the last.
Do you think that that's
30
the highest
seconds?
stakes rock, paper, scissors game ever made in history?
We should do that with the Texas governor.
Yeah.
And everybody can play.
Shocking. I choose rock every time. Punch him in the face.
We can do it at RT. I'll be the CEO. It's fine.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors.
On my way
Jordan or
to the
Matt.
top. My way to the top. That's why I'm here to destroy everything.
Nah, that's personal. Never mind.
Wait, what was it? What was it?
So sometimes I work out with
Sometimes you
my girlfriend.
shower,
Sometimes we
yeah.
shower together.
Oh, cute.
Whatever. And then we have a glass thing, so we'll squeegee it. So then we have to determine every time, based on a rock, paper, scissors game, who's going to stay in to squeegee the shower and who gets to like dry off and go out of the bathroom. And I've learned that my girlfriend picks rock every time, and I don't know if she knows that I know this. So I've just been picking paper, and she's been like, again.
I'm going to tell her.
I think, yeah, okay.
Well, I choose scissors all the time because it's scissors.
I pick rock because
I'm going to guess
Okay.
that you're the only person I know who's played, like the most naked person who's ever played rock, paper, scissors. Like, out of everybody I've met, you've played rock, paper, scissors the most.
naked.
Wait,
Yeah.
but also there's two people in the shower. That's like not enough space. So the bathroom
seen
is
my
my
girlfriend?
sacred. The bathroom is my sacred place. That's the one place that
No
is,
one's
like,
allowed.
for me. No one's allowed.
Well, yeah, no.
It's where you're most vulnerable.
When she walked in on me pissing today, I was pretty pissed off.
You should have just turned
one.
around.
You have had a Monday of a Monday.
yeah,
Jesus
your Monday.
Christ.
Your Monday sucks. No,
Have any of you started watching, or have any of you watched Beef on Netflix yet?
I want
No.
to.
No.
I've
Hurts a game
heard
changer.
about it.
Okay, there's
What's
a
the deal?
It's
Is it about road rage?
the gist of it is two angry people and the things they do to each other as a result of road rage, like escalating revenge. There's a scene early on, I believe it's in the first episode, where one of them finds where the other one lives. But so person A finds where person B lives. Person B doesn't know what A looks like, lets him in the house. He goes to the bathroom and pisses all over the bathroom. And then like runs out, like runs back to his car.
So it's a comedy because they made a horror movie about.
Yeah,
Like
it's
a
like
road
got like
rager.
got what not Gerard Way. That's the guy from My Chemical Romance.
It has
Gerard Butler. Yeah,
Was it?
It has Drew Saplin in it, actually.
I'd love that'd be great.
Road rage guy.
What was the horror movie one called?
Gridlock. Rush Hour. No.
No,
There
Rush
was
Hour?
like
Definitely not Rush
It was
Hour.
like some
Rush
guy,
Hour?
and he was like, "You just had to pick this day of all days." He was like, "My bad day," and
It
he
sounds
just
like falling down.
and he fucking
No,
hunts this
it's not
woman
Falling Down.
Oh
However,
my God.
Falling Down is such a great movie. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, oh man, I could really watch Falling Down right now.
There was
How do y'all sit on the couch? It's like I'm watching a tennis
I know.
match.
Yeah,
that-
it's. I feel.
I'll be
this
honest.
is the best chair.
I hate it. I hate sitting on the couch, which is why I was like, I'd
I've
rather
never
sit
had-
over there because I can look at everyone.
I've never
never
had
rock
to do
paper
this.
scissors. You wouldn't be sitting on the
Yeah,
couch.
this is the best seat.
Yeah, it's like everyone's
you can just
right
see
in line of
everybody.
sight.
And then the cameras are also like out of my non-dominant eye, so you don't really see them. In that chair, you're like, oh, I see the cameras. So this feels like I'm hanging out with friends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Blaine,
this is
maybe
good.
if you weren't such a bitch. Sorry.
Sounds like a sore loser.
I'm a sore loser? Okay.
Hey, I want to give a quick reminder that we're doing an event at the Moontower Just for Laughs Festival. It's coming up next week, I think, on the 19th.
I'm going.
Yeah. You gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm not going to be on stage,
Oh.
but I'll be in the
You'll
audience.
You'll be
I-
there. Meet Drew.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah, you can
there.
meet Drew.
It's at
I'm here
6
now, and I'll be there then.
Starts at 6 p.m. Across from the Paramount Theater at 800 Congress Avenue. There's a happy hour before the show. If you want to check out another show afterwards, it's Podcast But Outside. They're fucking great.
classic.
And Jeff's going to be there. Jeff Ramsey.
He'll be on
nice.
stage.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
be
You'll
on
probably
stage.
meet
He'll
him
be on
afterwards,
stage.
but I'll be in the crowd.
Go
Probably
meet
drunk because it was
Jeff.
pre-show.
Yeah,
Go get
yeah.
tickets now.
You're going to be drunk?
Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what? I'll go too. I'll get drunk with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Blizz. Meet
gonna
Blizz
be-
and Drew.
gonna
Oh
be a
man, we're gonna be
third
sitting in the crowd.
podcast.
We're gonna sit in the very back. and
Drunk with Blizz and Drew.
Yeah.
What day will this be on? I know the 19th. What
19th.
day is that
I
fall?
think it's a
it.
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
I'll clear up my schedule. I can go.
You had some trouble this weekend, didn't you, dude?
So I was hospitalized. Oh, that's not a joke, but like kind of.
What
It's not
happened?
a joke, but maybe.
I sent a picture of like my hospital ring and stuff.
Your hospital
you
ring.
still
What is it
wearing
called?
The wristband?
Wristband. Yeah, the hospital wristband.
The wrist ring.
So I didn't have the best weekend traveling home to Maryland to visit my parents. I forgot it was Easter weekend, and the airport is not a friendly place
No.
during Easter weekend. No.
Did you go to security and say, "I have a bunch of Easter eggs hidden in my bag.
And they're all
Got to find them on me
bombs
and in
now.
my body."
No, what happened was my flight got delayed 3 times. So I
That's
was
fine.
supposed to land like back in Maryland at like 4, and I got in at 9:20, 9:30.
PM.
And so that kind of just threw a wrench in everything, and I was like, it's okay. When the plane landed, though, you know how you get pressure in your ears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That pressure did not leave for about 4 hours. And I tried every technique with the hold your nose, blow, swallow, whatever you want to do for that. Why is that funny, Blaine?
Nothing.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, why was that funny?
Continue on
I
with
thought
this
we were all
riveting
being
story about
adults.
blowing and swallowing.
I'm telling you about my trauma right now, and you're giggling.
Real villain arc there.
Oh, I love this chair. It's so nice.
But I tried everything, and I'm just like driving home in this rental car. They gave me a Jeep, by the way. It was really cool.
Nice.
A Jeep Compass.
Oh,
No,
They
Okay.
gave it to you. You probably paid for it.
Well, yeah, I paid for it, but like I wasn't supposed to get that one.
Okay.
They were like, "We're gonna upgrade you to a Jeep," and I was like, "Okay, I don't know what's
Nice,
up with that." But I'm driving home on the back roads, and then I get pulled over by the cops.
Oh, fuck.
oh, fuck, dude.
So I've delayed flight. I can't hear out of my ears. I lost about 80% of my hearing.
Oh my
because of it.
God.
So I couldn't hear much, and I had to like read mouths, which isn't a problem for me. The cop pulls me over and goes, "Hey, did you know that you were going 75 on a 40?" And I was like, "I'll be honest, no, I didn't." And I was like, "I'll be honest, I've had such a weird day. I also can't hear, so like I will be directly looking at you while reading your lips and stuff." And I was like, "Also, my flight was delayed, and I'm like, I'm just trying to get to the hotel and then go to the hospital." And they were like, "Okay, cool. We'll just need your license and registrations and stuff." And they took it, and they came back, and they were like, "I'm supposed to give you a ticket, but I'm going to give you a warning because it seems like you've just had a day."
Oh, that's
Hey,
nice.
hey.
I busted out crying, and then she goes, "You don't have to. You don't have to cry. You don't have to
It's
cry.
over."
Don't gatekeep my emotions. I'm gonna cry." But she's like, "You don't have to cry. It's like A-okay." And I was like, "No, it's just been like a fucking day."
She's
A
like,
fucking day,
she's like,
man.
"Stop resisting my kindness."
And I'm like, "Oh God." But then I drive home. I stay on the speed limit, like 45 the entire time.
I thought it was a 40.
oh, God. He was breaking the law again.
Yikes.
You learned nothing.
Can you not go 5 over?
No, it's not the speed limit plus
the
5.
principle.
It's
No,
the speed
isn't
limit.
that like an unspoken rule that's like you can't go? Can you go 5 over?
No.
I'm a great driver. I drove since I was 16. I've been driving for like 10 plus years now. But I get back to the hotel and then I immediately like admit myself into a hospital. And like the doctor checks my ears and stuff, and he's like, your eardrums are completely red, but it's not blood, so it's fine.
Oh.
Okay.
What you're gonna have to do is just take these pills, and then good luck going to sleep.
What was with it? Why was it inflamed?
So, fun fact. Fun fact that I feel like this is information I should have known as an adult. So, I went home to celebrate my mom's birthday.
Okay.
And as we're sitting at the dinner table, I tell her about my ear pressure thing. And she was like, oh, remember when you were 3 and you had ear drainage issues? So we had to do that surgery for that? And I said, what?
No, I was 3.
I said, no, let's talk about that more, I guess. Because there's information that I feel like I should have known as an adult.
Seems important.
Seems might have been important. She's like, yeah, no, and that's why you always have issues with your ear draining and stuff. Like you haven't flown a lot. I started flying, not planes, but like I started being on a plane when I was like 13, and then I stopped, and then I haven't done it since.
But now you've just been like
now
flight
I've been
after
flying.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't gonna run into that issue most likely, unless I was like at a mountain or some shit like that. So she was like, yeah, you should probably like see if you can get your ears drained or something. And I said, Mom, I feel like this is information I should have known, especially as an adult going to doctors and stuff like that. And now I know. So right now I have about like 80% of my hearing back.
Okay.
It's still muffled in this ear, but like I can hear mostly out of
Well,
this
this is the
ear.
good side of the podcast.
What's the
story.
solve for like the future of flying? Like, do you get special ear? Is there a?
Oh, I doped myself up on
But like, how do you? How do you?
Is there a way to prevent it?
Yeah, how do you
Yeah.
way to prevent it? Like,
so it was a congestion thing for me. So I had to take sinus.
on an airplane doing a nutty pump. No, I'm fine.
No, I'm just gonna
I'm
like,
fine. Just give me 1 second.
One quick
Where'd you
second.
get that liquid from?
Yeah.
But I took like sinus pills, and then I took like a nose spray, but I took too much of it.
Oh.
And that's also an issue because if you take too much of it, one of the side effects is your tongue gets numb. So I'm sitting on the plane, tongue numb, ear still doing the pressure, and I'm just like mentally just going through it. And I made it back home and I went to sleep. That's all that matters. But
Jeez.
I survived, and
There's
here.
sometimes
I'm
whenever
here.
you like lift really, really heavy, my ears will also just completely like, and I feel like I can't talk, but I can hear my own voice rattling throughout my head.
Wait, can you do the thing where you like flex your ears and you hear the roar? Does anybody else
Yeah,
have that?
yeah,
You
yeah,
can.
I can
Okay.
do that.
So
What?
no, neither of you then.
You can like tighten it. And
Yeah,
you're
you can like. So like, if I do,
No,
if I
no.
do this,
I'm doing it.
there's like a roar in my ears right now. Yeah,
is that normal?
it's like a thing that some people have and some people
I'd,
don't.
I'd say more like a
Is that
rumble.
normal?
Yeah, it's like a rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
That shit's scary though, and it's like you it doesn't feel right. I feel like you need to keep yawning, or there's some bodily
Yeah.
function that isn't clicking, and that's terrifying. I'm so
I could
sorry.
feel like the bubble of air behind my
Oh,
ear.
yeah.
Because like anytime I moved it, I was like, oh, cool. I can
yuck.
move like my head down, and I'm like, oh, I can hear more. Oh, that's weird.
Jesus.
But it was like, I don't know. I ended up like on the plane. I ended up yawning to a point where you could hear like a fart sound coming out of my ear. So that was the pressure. That was the pressure releasing, which I was so happy about.
Cool.
But yeah, I can hear a little bit now, or hear more.
This explains a lot because today when I came into the office, you said "Hey" or something, and I said "Hey," and I said like, "Well, what's going on with blah blah blah?" It's like said something to you, and you were just like on your computer, no headphones, just like ignoring me.
Oh yeah, no,
And I was like,
couldn't
was
hear
you-
you.
I didn't know if you had said "Hey" to me or someone on the phone, and I was just like really self conscious. Like, doesn't want to talk to me.
Wait, when did you say hey? When you walked in?
yeah.
I thought, Blaine, do you want to know what I thought?
What'd you think?
I thought you came into the office, didn't say shit to me, and I thought you were mad at me, and I was like, okay.
Okay, truth be told, I've been having a bad day. I didn't say anything to you.
This is how wars start.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Blaine must have had like a day, which is why I asked. I was like, how's your day? Because I sensed that your day was ass. Oh no. Yeah, me and Blaine like each other.
I forgot. You know, you mentioned that you forgot Easter was this past weekend. On Friday, I picked up some food at Rudy's, the barbecue place here in town. And when I was grabbing it, the guy behind the counter was like, so any plans for Easter this weekend? I was like, oh no, I forgot it was Easter. He's like, oh, okay. Not going to go to church or anything?
Oh,
And I was like, well, I think if I forgot it's Easter, I'm probably not going to end up at church.
was he trying to get you to go?
I don't know. I was like,
What is that follow up?
yeah, I was like,
He was trying to convert you.
is that an inappropriate question?
I'd like my barbecue now, dude. Thanks.
2 loaves of bread, please.
Yeah.
for Christ?
So that's how I found out it was Easter this past weekend.
Yeah, I think Easter is really cool. Like, it's the gay community loves Easter because it's like when Jesus came out. You know?
I thought it was the pastel colors.
Oh, well, I mean,
I did see an Easter note card, and it was for a church, and I was like, oh, bisexual flag. So
yeah. Well, the Bi's are taking over religion now. Apparently, I've been loving like Easter jokes though, like Jesus came twice or Jesus came out and stuff like that. I just think it's funny. It's a fun time. Easter's a great time.
I love how tone deaf churches can be.
Oh
You ever-
my God.
You ever see like the billboards and it's like there was one who's like, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, and it's like quoted Jesus.
Did you see the church that like it's in Manitoba? It's in Canada, and every year they do a different movie or show on Easter. And
Avengers
they,
Church?
They crucify a different person. Yeah, it's the Avengers Church. And so 1 year it was the Avengers, and they crucified Captain America.
No, Tony
and then,
Stark.
Oh, it was Tony Stark. That's right. And then 1 year they did it, and it was the Lion King. It was the Lion of Judah, and they crucified Simba. Just straight up, like it's a dude in a lion costume, like on a cross. And then this year was Beauty and the Beast, and they
crucified?
They crucified Belle.
Oh my God!
Well, she is a sinner technically.
Oh no!
Loki is crucifying Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like the guy has like the
So,
facial hair and everything.
It's
for
like
it.
that church in Manitoba, but then I grew up in Tulsa, and Tulsa has some wild shit too. They have this church called Church on the Move. And have you ever seen that like the Christmas show of like the drummers floating out into the audience? Like it's all these
Oh, I have seen that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's Church on the Move, folks. That is
So is it like
I
a
hate mega
fucking
churches.
like a Pink Floyd concert, but it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
church?
And it's like they do like laser shows and shit. It's like
I have to say, and I don't know if it was because it was Easter Sunday or like what my brain did to get me there, but I had that one song, Our God is an awesome
Oh, yeah.
God. You stuck in my head all day. I
All
was
day.
like, I don't want to sing this.
uh
in my
I
fucking head.
having now done edibles for a few years, I
Whoa.
want nothing more than to go to church just absolutely ripped.
This is
just,
a 423
ooh.
podcast.
Is it
and
not?
I'm gonna need
Oh.
you to, yeah.
It's 10 days from now.
Delta 8.
Yeah, Delta 8 and Delta 9, those are
Whoa.
legal in Austin. I saw them at
Not
the grocery
okay.
store the other day.
Not okay.
I thought you were pulling
I
some out. I was like,
personally-
I was driving over here by the office, like down over here, I think on Cameron. There's like that Oat Willie's over there.
Yeah.
And they've got a sign out front that says like Delta 8, but it's got like the Greek symbol for Delta
The
and the number 8.
triangle,
Yeah, like the triangle. I was like, that's like some future shit. Like if you saw that in the 90s.
Neon signs
you'd be
says
like,
Delta 8.
Yeah, in the year 2020, you're buying your Greek letter 8.
If you went back to like 1994 and were like, oh yeah, we do Delta 8 in the future, like they got future drugs, like Delta 8. What is that?
What was Deltas 1 through 7?
Yeah.
What was Delta's 1 through 7?
Turns out it's just a shitty version of weed. Like, that sucks, man.
Oregano.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll see stuff like that and be like, oh, that's like some future shit you'd see in a movie. That's like some sci-fi future drug shit.
I'm kind of upset. So I personally don't believe in doing 420, but I'm personally upset. When I moved from Maryland, I lost my medical card because like I'm medically allowed to have weed, but I don't think I'm allowed to anymore. in Texas.
It varies because, like in Austin, I don't think that they. Okay,
No, I think
he's got it.
he's talking about the medical,
Yeah, I'm talking about medical card.
the medical license.
Right.
So
Does that like?
It's state to state, right?
it's
Yeah.
state to state.
So it doesn't matter either way in Texas.
So in Maryland,
Okay.
if you have insomnia, depression, or anxiety,
Yeah.
you can get a medical card.
You have all three of those.
Okay, we're not gonna.
Okay.
What was the point of that? What was the point of that?
Hey, I'm an ally.
You take the guy's chair. You okay.
Yeah, thanks for being an ally. Anyways, so you can have that, but then also I suffer from optical aneurysms, which is what I was going to say.
Wait. What are optical aneurysms?
So when you have an aneurysm in your brain, it can kill you. When it's
Right.
an optical aneurysm, it's just like behind your eyes.
But is
which
it
can
like
still kill you?
what does it look like? Like the flashy?
It's like a bunch of floaties.
Can it kill your eyes?
Oh.
It can if not treated.
I have
Wow.
I have like an optical migraine thing that like
I get those sometimes.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden I get real sleepy and then I wake up and I want to throw up everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason. Like, I care a lot about accessibility in video games, which I should have before, but like, I can't watch flashing light things or have motion blur or anything like that because I'll just throw up.
I had never experienced that, and then I started taking some meds, and we went to the Goodwill, and my partner was showing me a shirt that had a bunch of little stripes on it, and my brain went, nope, and like I had something went weird, and like some wires got crossed, and I had to go sit in the car. Like it was
You
bad.
got Manchurian candidate.
Yeah.
You got activated.
Assassinate. Because I've been going through and watching old shows like Sailor Moon and X-Files, they did not ease off of the flashing.
Yeah.
Because that was before all that, like, warnings.
There was like an
and-
episode of Pokemon they couldn't show in America because it would just like seize
gave
the kids up.
seizures.
That's
Yeah.
like every fucking episode. Whenever they eliminated a certain type of bad guy, their animation was red and white flashing lights
Yeah,
with like a
it's too much.
pass.
But I had to
Shit my pants.
I had a card because of that in Maryland.
Okay.
And then when I moved to Texas, I was trying to see if there was like any way that I can continue like getting my medicated weed. And they were like, "Well, no, you have to have like, oh my god, it's Polygon.
What is it?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Is it that?
It is so much.
That's the scene that.
Did you look up the Pikachu scene?
Yeah.
you
It's
I want to see.
It's Polygon, like the Pokemon Polygon doing like a
Look away, Blizz,
attack
look
or
away.
something. I can look at it. I
Okay.
think. It's not.
Not so.
Ah!
Oh fuck me, man! Oh, I'm gonna shit myself.
Yeah, it's oh god. Okay.
That was intense.
But yeah, unless you have like I don't want to say like a terminal illness or something like that, but that's what it used to be. It might have changed a little bit.
Yeah,
but-
a lot of times when people have cancer, they will let you do pot so that you can be hungry because a lot of times chemo makes you like super queasy, so you just
Don't eat.
get the munchies because you smoked some weed.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna eat again after watching that Pokemon clip.
Why?
Why?
I can't.
Made him
Just
a little
now you're
nauseous
nauseous
forever.
It's destroyed me.
What? Well, get Gus some weed. Hey.
So I'm like unclear what the law.
So
At the end of the day, in Austin, doesn't matter. In Texas, I'm not going to go out and smoke in public or any of
Yeah.
that shit.
the confusing thing is that Delta 9
Okay.
is the same as weed.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the same thing, except for Delta 8 and Delta 9 legally in Texas, it's all derived from a different plant.
Okay.
And then the weirdest part is that the machines to test if you have hemp weed or weed are so expensive that no police department in Texas is going to spring for the tester.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have flour on you that's Delta 8 flour, they can't tell the difference, so everything's kind of fine.
I hate Texas.
Welcome.
I hate Texas.
Everything's
It's-
super confusing.
it's
And if it's
super
not confusing,
confusing,
it's
super-
racist or homophobic.
and super gatekeeping of random things, but I don't know.
Well, the newest thing, and this is like all over the subreddit, we don't have to get too far into it because it might get political
This is
fast.
depressing.
But, well, ever since the George Floyd protests happened during like the peak pandemic, APD has not been as on top of things. Not that they were ever like our star-studded cast of cops, like we weren't the best city in terms of our police force. Well, now I think our new mayor invited the state troopers in. So like there's been an uptick in traffic stops, which like traffic stop, if they're going to like enforce law, like, road stuff, like Austin drivers are the fucking worst. But it is kind of scary that we have like a huge police force in Austin again.
Eric Vador said all Austin drivers, everybody in Austin drives like they're lost.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's
No one knows a roundabout here.
No.
no,
great.
not at all.
Luckily, we've only got
So-
one right by the studio.
So Blaine, you're saying you're pro cop.
no.
that's what
I didn't say that.
that's what I was getting.
You also hate women, and I keep bringing this up every time
What
you're
is,
on the
what
podcast.
is the women thing coming from? Has that ever been a
You,
thing?
I last time I told you you hate women, you were like, "No, I have one at home."
That's a good comeback.
That was a good one.
That's a good one. No, that's not the truth. But anyways,
And you
there's
make her
just like
squeaky the shower. So what I heard.
there's a ton of state troopers around. They're like pulling people over and stuff like that, and it's weird. It's a weird time in Austin right now.
Oh, that's why you said they were quiet quitting when you sent me information about the Austin serial killer that Gus says doesn't exist.
It's Lady Bird Lake.
Here's the thing.
I think there's a serial
the
killer.
serial killer. Yeah.
I think it's a cop.
Oh.
Whoa!
Interesting.
Whoa. So, just before we start anything, we are not detectives. We are not professionals in the crime scene whatsoever.
It's obviously if y'all think there's a serial killer, it's nothing.
It's not.
Well, to catch people up, they've been finding bodies in Lady Bird Lake, and there's also been
How many?
over the course of the last year, I think there was like, what, 13, 14? Over the last
5
couple
over the
years?
last 9 years.
5 of the last 9 years? No.
I don't think so.
No, it's been quite a few.
There's been, go look at the
Five.
subreddit. There's like an up-to-date list. But anyways, there's also been an increased number of people getting roofied in downtown, specifically Rainey Street. And a lot of these people have been going missing from Rainey Street. So there's like a correlation, guys.
The geography makes no sense to me.
3 bodies in the last 6 weeks, Gus. What do you have to
Gus,
fucking
yeah, what
say
is
about
that,
that?
Gus?
Also, but here's the thing that doesn't make
5
sense
and
to
9
me
years.
is like people are like, oh, I went to Rainey Street and then I fell in the river. Or like I fell into Lady Bird Lake. Like that's where they find the bodies. They're like they went to Rainey Street and they fell in Lady Bird Lake. I can't think in my brain where Rainey and Lady Bird Lake like intersect.
It's like right there.
Like-
it's like if you just go right behind Hotel Van Zandt.
Yeah, it's like kind of close.
Okay.
But
It's
also
right
not
there.
close enough that like fucking
Oh,
dudes are
I thought
dying.
it was the other way.
No.
I'm an idiot. No,
it's right
you
there.
toddle
But why
on
has
over
it
to the
been
Mexican
more
Arte
now?
Center, and then
you're in the water.
You think about your life, and then now you're drowned.
Right.
I don't.
But why
hang
are there?
out.
Why have there been so much more here lately? Why is it just now a problem? So I used to get
People are
blackout
going
drunk
back
on
out.
Rainy.
The weather's getting
I don't
nicer.
go.
The weather's getting nicer.
It's warming up. It's not cold anymore. People are okay walking.
Gus is a serial killer. Gus is a serial killer.
Because
Serial killer denier.
what is it called? Zoocosis. Everybody's got zoocosis.
What was that?
It's when you when animals are put into the zoo and then they go kind of crazy in the zoo.
Uh-huh.
Like they exhibit signs of psychosis. There's people believe because of COVID, because we were all cooped up, we might have gotten a little zoocosis.
I think people are a little aggro. The other day we were driving out to tape Anma, and I was leaving the office. We were driving through the roundabout, and I stayed in my lane. Someone who did not know how to use the roundabout almost hit me.
Okay.
I didn't honk or do anything, right? I just kept driving in my lane. We didn't hit each other. The two lanes converge when you're south on 35, and she got in line behind me, and we got down onto the southbound frontage road of 35 where it goes onto airport, and we had to do the turnaround to get back north on 35.
Mm-hmm.
And we pull up to the light, and there's a truck in front of me, so I can't get into the turnaround, because just traffic's backed up.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped there, and in my rearview mirror, I could see her throwing her hands up and getting really mad.
Same lady?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I turn around and I just make point.
Your
too
dick
short.
is small.
No,
is what you're saying to her.
I'm pointing there's not enough room, and then she just super angrily just flipped me off, and I was like, I can't go.
Gus,
I
no.
physically can't move.
Gus, at that point, you hit that car. I don't care. Just
throw it in reverse.
Hit her.
Say it was
Hit her
Elon's
with the car.
fault.
Oops, Elon did it.
I've seen people get out of their cars recently, on a couple of occasions.
love that.
Everybody's just stopped in traffic, and an old man creeps out of his car to yell at somebody, and it's just bro, cool it, y'all.
The fucking worst is whenever it's their fault, like in Gus's situation, but they put the blame on you. I've had more road rage incidents where I've just been minding my fucking business and I'm getting the biggest finger because they cut me off and I'm I gave them a honk.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than being someone else is clearly in the wrong, and then they flip you off. No, what? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I feel like this world needs more situations where they can fuck around and find out, because that's a situation
Yeah.
where that person is fucking around, but
Right.
they didn't find out.
No.
And
They're
Gus,
not-
you could have.
They're not going to find out from me.
No.
I'm no blame.
me.
I'm not a
It was
find out guy.
It was a woman. There's no blame gifted to me.
Okay.
I stop perpetuating this narrative that I fucking hate women. I don't like this or agree with this. Oh.
Blaine's a good ally, and I want to be very clear on that. Blaine's a good ally and a good person. And I'm mad that you cut your facial hair like this.
What anybody ever Monday?
You cut your facial hair like that one time where your partner wasn't there for a week, and then
No, that
It's
was
similar.
handlebars.
Oh.
Sometimes I
True,
haven't
true.
shaved, and I feel 15 years.
Blaine gave me a complex about my facial hair.
What do you
I used to razor shave it, straight razor shave it, and then Blaine was like, "You look better with stubble." One day he just walked up to me and said that, and I was
Bull fucking shit. Did I really?
You look good with stubble.
I'm fine with it. And then I was like, "That's probably true." So then I just haven't gone clean shaven.
Did I say that?
You did.
Blaine seems super shocked.
Yeah.
Man, everyone's like,
You think you're the only person who easily gets complexes? Absolutely not.
Man, I'm
it's
sorry,
like-
Drew. That
It's
sucks.
super weird that you're saying all these things about other people, making them love themselves, but are you loving yourself?
Wait, were you insulted by what I said, or
No.
did
I
you
wasn't
like-
insulted. I just
Wasn't
took it.
insulted.
I took it and was like, maybe Blaine has a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't a bad thing. It was just I'm never clean shaving my face again, but maybe that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. I saw that as a good thing.
Yeah.
As a good compliment.
Anyways, I was just emphasizing the mustache and leaving the stubble behind.
You go on the full burn side?
I've done that before, but I look like it was a toss-up between the Confederacy and the Union.
Well,
So I'm just going to
sure.
not do that.
Burnside.
Yeah. General
Yeah.
Burnside.
Yeah. See,
yeah,
Henry
it's giving,
Cavill Fallout.
It is giving Henry
Oh,
Cavill.
has that image
Okay.
been released? Henry Cavill in Fallout?
No,
Henry
in
Cavill-
that's,
Mission Impossible.
Mission
Fallout.
Impossible Fallout.
Or he reloads
Oh.
his fists.
Oh, right. Where
He goes
where
Yeah.
which is
He's a
so
Warhammer.
I almost threw tea everywhere. Oh, I saw the Mario movie this week.
I was going to say, did you see the Mario movie?
No
Yeah,
spoilers.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. I'm seeing it this weekend, I think.
No spoilers.
What the fuck
What
is
are we
a
talking
spoiler?
about?
Like the Mario
I'm gonna
movie?
bet they find Luigi and Princess Peach by the end.
Spoilers. Whoa.
Let me guess. She was in another castle.
Whoa.
The Mario
That's-
movie was mid.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
hot take from Drew
Hot take.
Samples.
I heard it was
Come from me.
funny.
Here's what I'll say about it.
No.
All right. I think that I am okay, and I'm perfectly fine with the fact
Chris
that
Pratt.
movie was
Oh.
not made for me. It was made
Sure.
for my nephew, and I think he fucking loved it, and that's okay with
Did
me.
you go with your nephew?
No, unfortunately, I went with just my girlfriend.
I think it's cute though because like it's kind of continuing the love for Mario throughout the like generations.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool.
I was looking it up here, and the Mario movie on Rotten Tomatoes has, where was it? I just had it here. Fuck me. Oh, there it is. 56% critic score, but 96% audience score.
I think I side with the critics a lot, which is kind
fair.
of. But again, also a bunch of adults are critics. You don't have like a 5-year-old critic being like Mario movie was fucking great.
and I want to hear from
great.
that kid because
Yeah,
that's
I
who
wanna
it was
hear from that
made
kid.
for.
And as compared to the movie I saw this weekend, which has a 96% critic score and a 69% audience score.
What is
John
that?
Wick.
It was like a small indie movie called Return to Soul.
Oh yeah.
I was not a fan. I will not
Did you
be.
go to- did
I
you
will
see
not be
it?
returning to Soul.
Did you? Did you go see it at AFS?
I did. It's the only place that's showing it.
I just want them to show like 2 more movies a day. Just 2 more. That's it.
It's a really nice theater.
It's a great. It's
The
my-
vibes
the,
are immaculate.
the popcorn was awesome.
I will say the Galaxy Highland and the AFS Theater are my top 2 theaters in town.
Yeah,
They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
I can't go to Galaxy Highland.
You can walk in anytime. I walked into the Mario movie 5 minutes before it started. Got seats, sat down Sunday night.
I think the last 3 times I saw, it's been a while. The last movie I saw at Galaxy Highland was Toy Story 3. But the last 3 times I saw a movie there was a dude getting a blowjob in the parking lot when I was done with my
Hell
movie.
yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
That's
I
where
went
Jeff has
to
been.
a premium movie theater.
like where they give you like food
iPick?
and stuff.
They give you food and a blanket.
On a blank.
Is that up in?
Yeah.
That's the domain place. I think
Yeah.
iPick or whatever.
I can't handle like if you're handing me a blanket or a pillow. I need some sort of like bag around it or like hot seal.
Yeah, I
like,
assume they wash it, right? That
I
they have-
assume so, but like it's also just.
it smelled good.
Did you know they don't wash them, the ones on the plane?
Do they
I don't
not?
ask-
Nuh-uh.
I don't ask for the ones for the plane. I
What do
don't.
they do with them?
They might wash them at the end of the day,
Febreze
but throughout
spray.
the day, it's just like,
Yeah.
you're getting the same ones.
But I went to go see Cocaine Bear because I thought it would be funny to go like watch it.
Mm.
It was all right. It's an okay movie. Like
I want to
it's-
see that.
I think the trailer spoils a lot of. Also, it's just the concept of a bear who's on cocaine.
True story, but
And-
not nearly.
Not near.
Not okay. So
100%
that's what I
more
was confused
depressing.
of because I was like, oh, true story. So a bear took cocaine and started killing people. No, a bear took cocaine and died immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I got from it. I was like,
That's
what
it.
the heck? Okay. So
it was a real Belushi situation.
It's pretty tragic.
Oh.
Anyone? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an old comedian.
Rest
Did a
in
lot of
peace.
cocaine.
I know of that. comedian.
SNL.
Yeah, no, I
This
know.
Saturday Night Live.
Okay, I'm 27. I'm not like 18. I'm 27. I'm 27.
In our defense,
not
it happened like
18.
20 years before you were born.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I grew up on Mad TV, and that's it.
Matt TV's like, God, I can't remember
Bobby
who
Lee.
the actress is, but she's in every video game ever. She's one of the comedians on Mad TV.
Mo Collins.
No, there's just like it's interesting to watch Mad TV because they only ever had that one main cast. I feel like
They had like a pretty there was like a couple of casts, which is weird. That's where Key and Peele met.
Is it really?
They were like the later seasons of Mad TV.
it's just interesting to watch that cast and what they went on to do because I feel like they were always kind of like
The
Dollar
underdogs.
General brand SNL,
Also,
but I
they weren't
fucking
live.
loved
The
them.
other thing was
were
like they
good.
weren't live. So like the entire idea of like a sketch something about SNL where it's like anything could happen, we could break it any minute. Like
Yeah.
Mad TV was like just bad sketches that you got to do multiple times. Like
But
it was
they
just
had a live audience or maybe just
Right.
a laugh track.
yeah, no, it's live audience.
Okay. I don't know. I love
But-
Mad TV though.
Yeah, a bunch of folks. Will Sasso. Who else?
You know the voice of Lois Griffin. I forgot her name.
Yeah,
Alex.
but she's also on Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Yeah.
I have no idea what Lois Griffin looks like in real life.
You remember?
She hot?
It's Seth,
Wow,
Seth MacFarlane's wife is her.
Really?
Alex Borstein?
What?
Right? Am I wrong?
That's not Seth MacFarlane's wife.
We had Michael McDonald too.
Were they married?
What?
Michael McDonald was also in Mad TV.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, not.
Oh,
You're thinking of Norm
Alex
Macdonald.
Borstein. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Just kidding. Seth MacFarlane was not.
Dude, I did not realize that she was Lois.
Colt is
That's
also
fucking
saying
great.
Bobby Lee.
Yeah, Bobby Lee.
No, I was thinking of the other Michael McDonald, the singer.
Oh, I think you're
Michael
talking about Norm
McDonald.
Macdonald.
No, What a Fool Believes.
Yep.
Michael McDonald's like Stewart.
Yeah, he does. Stewart.
yeah, he does
best,
Stewart.
best character in the show.
Do y'all remember
Seth's wife
Stewart?
is on American Dad, not Family Guy, according to fake account.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Got it. Oh, Deborah Wilson is who I was talking about. She's like in like every fucking video game. She's probably one of the most prolific voice actors slash like video game performance caption actors.
Chat guessed that's who we're talking about. Lady Lily and Vibin both said Deborah Wilson.
I have to give credit to voice actors. I'm not gonna spoil, but I was given this thing that I needed to do.
Was it a piece of 20th anniversary content?
No,
Okay, never mind.
it was. We can like bleep it out, right?
No, we're live. People are
we're
gonna see
live.
it.
Okay. Well, it's like for Stinky Dragon. So
What is that?
it's okay. So what the point of this is, I'm really bad at doing accents.
Did he get cast in
I don't-
Campaign 2 or
I don't know.
something?
I don't know.
They know Campaign 2's happening.
I don't know. They'll have to listen and find out. That's how you get people to listen. You
Oh, okay.
do that. But I got tasked with a British accent, and I can't do a British accent.
Yeah, you're in Campaign 2 then. Okay.
What? Well, now I need to know.
Give me like a sentence to say.
The car will be late.
The car will be.
Oh, oh, God. Oh, God.
Hey, is it too late to recast?
Hello, Blaine. How are you doing? Chop.
Gavin, is that you?
I can't do it, and I felt so bad, submitting the voice acting for it.
Did you get it?
Yeah, they said it was great, and I said, "Oh no!" So I'm gonna have to continue that. So that's
Man.
horrible.
Yeah, there are some, because normally we when we record Stinky Dragon, I'll do all the voices, and then most of them get replaced by people who do the actual voices, and some of them don't. I cannot either. So it's like I did not do any of them in a British accent, and then afterwards I told Mike, I was like, I'm so sorry, dude, I just can't do it.
They gave it to me, and they were like, "Hey, so do a posh British accent," and I said, "What the fuck? I've never done that."
We did episode 1 of Campaign 2, and it went great, and I'm having fun with it, and I think we all love our characters and all this stuff. But then Gus is DMing, and he started going like this and talking.
Well,
like
that one had to be nasally.
and I was like, "Ooh, Gus is bringing out the big guns for this." He's plugging his nose.
I'd say it has been fun though. Like,
Were you one of those? That one or that one? Do those look familiar?
Tune in to find out.
No,
Oh.
I'm not that.
Ooh,
Was it this one?
Yes.
you know what?
Oh, no shit,
Yes,
really?
and it sucks.
Oh my god.
It sucks, and I'm doing it.
Y'all have to find out.
Yeah,
after.
you'll find. I'll tell you later. It's,
Speaking of Stinky Dragon, you should follow, and we're about to start Campaign 2. It's fantastic. Did you guys see the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
I want to. I have not seen
I
it
heard
yet.
it was bad.
No,
I heard
fucking rock.
I
dude.
heard it was a normal movie, but it was if you rolled a nat 1 or a nat 20, and that's basically
I have
the
thoughts.
movie.
I've not heard a
practical
single bad
effects
thing
alone.
about it.
Come on,
I've heard
Drew.
multiple bad things about it.
Here, okay.
Wow.
I've
they-
heard great things.
A
About it.
lot of this, it was the script that did me in for that one. Where it was like, there's a part in the movie
Mhm.
where somebody hulks out, and it's a clear ripoff from the Hulk hulking out from the Avengers.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's just like a 1-for-1. Like you know how Disney used to reuse their animations.
Yeah.
It feels like they just did that.
Oh.
And
there were a couple
yeah.
like every trope. You're like, oh, and then this, and then that. This happens, and then it's like, oh, this is Guardians of the Galaxy because like that's the Drax, and that's the and so like the whole time I was just like, I was too
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy was just a D&D thing.
maybe I was just too like embedded into the cliches. Like it was just
fucking
too,
loved
but it's a fun movie. If you're into that thing,
there is some color by numbers action adventure shit, but like I think that it is one of the most heartfelt movies I've watched in a while because it like they went above and beyond where they didn't have to.
I will
with,
make
like,
the argument that
visual
like
effects and stuff.
it is a fun time at the movies. It's a real like
Yes.
it's a movie of movies where it's like, oh, I just want to go to the movies and get fucking lost for an hour and a half and then come out and be like, man, I don't feel bad or weird or anything. That was just a good time.
They could have fucking
Done.
phoned it in, and I feel like of late Marvel movies like Ant-Man
of late,
3,
most things have phoned it in. Like I've been watching movies lately where it's like, what? Who lit this? Are you lighting for
Yep.
TV? Are you lighting for the theater? No, you're not lighting for anybody.
were there
You're
any
gonna-
practical sets or
No,
anything,
yeah,
or was this all blue screen?
Can I
all
tell you
volume.
what sucks about joining Rooster Teeth? I'm going to tell you right now.
What's that?
This conversation right here. I can no longer watch a movie or reality
Oh, I'm so
TV
sorry.
show without. No. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I can never watch a reality TV show anymore without questioning what is production
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
What is
Well, that's why I love
lighting,
the
what is
rehearsal
everything.
so much because it's like you question production the entire time. You're like, and then you question it so much, you're just like, I have to give up. I can't factor all of these things this fast.
production all the way down.
It might be production all the way down. It might not be. That lady, the lead lady, is now doing a bunch of like cameos. So it's like she is that lady.
Or
Or I don't
Or
know.
maybe
Like,
it's just like a character the entire. That's what happened with Milf Manor for me, where I was like, Milf Manor is funny, but I know there's certain things that are being placed in the show to make it more interesting, or certain conversations are happening because production's like, oh, you need to have a conversation with this person to start drama. Or something.
I was gonna bring that up because we watched that, and I feel like I kind of ruined the experience because I was fucking losing my mind. Milf Manor's the most difficult, disgusting watch you'll have in a while because it's
the opposite of Dungeons and Dragons.
no. Have you do you know what Milf Manor is?
I can guess.
Take a
guess,
swing.
actually.
I think I've seen the trailer, so
Okay.
I know what it is.
It's like, let's say 10 moms on an island or some resort, and then they bring on a bunch of eligible bachelors. But wouldn't you know it, the eligible bachelors are the moms' sons.
The mom's sons.
So then the boys are trying to get like laid, but then it's like some dude's mom, and it's just fucking rough. And then you're seeing these moms that are being like total cougars. She's like, I want this one.
I like that it's also on the Learning Channel.
No. It's TLC. They dropped that acronym a long time ago.
Welcome
There
to
was-
the Learning Channel.
There was moments though where like I was pointing out, I was like, the budget on this must have been like shoestring thin because they were like, they didn't have the camera crew to get the coverage. They were just following like one person specifically, and I was poking holes in the production the whole time, and I feel like I ruined it for you.
No, you didn't ruin it for me. I do the same thing with like Survivor and like the challenge and all stuff like that. So.
I've come full circle with like, you know, like when you first start watching movies and whatever, and like you don't really know what's going on. Like somebody like I remember doing this as a kid, being like, "Who's that? Is that the bad guy? Is that the good guy? What is that?" And then like so now. When I watch stuff, I'm watching it so closely. I'm watching for coverage and performance and like script writing and stuff. I'm oblivious to plot, and so sometimes I have to ask Allie, like, "Wait, is that the bad guy? Who is that guy again?" Like, just because I've been too into like the wardrobe or the hair or whatever.
Well, it's kind of hard sometimes in movies where I run into this issue a lot where if a person is supposed to be bad, why are they hot?
Oh.
So, like, for example,
Were you
saying
saying,
bad people should
only
be
ugly
ugly?
people are bad?
no, I just like don't get like, am I not supposed to be rooting for the bad person?
I
They're
think
hot.
we're like in the latter half of this where I think it started with like Batman Dark Knight. I'm not saying that he created this, but I feel like there was this whole thing where it's like you really got to get on the bad guy's side. So like I feel like Hollywood is focused on making the bad guy as lovable and likable and as understandable so that you feel like there's more drama.
What-
And I feel
what
like they've been
bad-
doing that a lot, especially with looks.
Who's
How
a
do-
hot
how do
bad
they-
guy?
how do they-
Name a hot bad guy?
Namor from Wakanda Forever.
See, but that's an
Oh, sure.
instance where it's like, is he the bad guy? Because he's got some good points.
Because you have some good points. Well, then no, that's kind of how I started seeing villains now in everything, even in Disney.
I feel
where
like-
I was like,
He's got a good point. Killmonger, I kind of agree with him.
Kind of
Killmonger wasn't entirely wrong.
Yeah,
Right,
Killmonger
that's-
wasn't entirely
But I
wrong.
feel like that it's lots of times you get a better story that way when it's not so clear cut. Like, well, that person's just bad for being bad.
Right,
Like,
I agree.
yeah.
Like, that's one of the reasons I love Princess Mononoke so much. It's like,
You understand the both sides.
yeah, it's like, well, it's not even just like two sides. Like, there's multiple sides. Like, well, I can kind of see why everyone's doing what they're doing. They're all kind of wrong, but they're all kind of right at the same time.
So when Trump gave his speech about there's great people on both sides, Gus was like, I agree.
all right,
Okay,
that's
no,
it.
no,
We're,
no,
going,
no,
we're
no.
going there. Okay,
Yeah.
Blaine, gloves are back off again.
Okay.
Blaine, we stayed away from doing the "you hate women" thing. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
now-
I don't hate women.
you're just starting.
Guys.
You are starting more drama that is unnecessary. No, but no, I feel like in some media or in some like movies and stuff, I don't necessarily know who to root for. But at the same time, it does help the story. It does make it more.
You're saying like if the
interesting
bad
towards the end.
guy's ugly, it helps the story?
are we just
If
incriminating
he can relate with the
everything?
bad guy more, is what it
You're
is.
saying it's good to relate to the bad guy.
Well, I feel like sometimes with villains and the history of villains,
What
I would relate more to them than the hero.
are you pro Joker or anti Joker?
Oh, no,
Joaquin
I'm
Phoenix
not.
is Joker.
I'm not like a red pill beta bitch.
Okay, fine.
I'm fine. I'm not a red pill beta bitch. I am not. I will never idolize the Joker, American
Driver.
Psycho, Taxi Driver, anything like that. I'm okay. Or Alien or Star Wars. Just kidding.
What?
No, because I
Just
know you like
trying to
Alien
come
and
from
Star Wars.
Yeah, he's trying to rope me into this. Well, Alien has like a very clear-cut bad guy. Outside of the aliens, the
Also hot though.
Wayland Yutani. Who?
The alien, an alien, super
Smash.
hot.
The Xenomorph?
The Xenomorph?
Smash.
They're
Smash.
giant
Total
penis
smash.
creatures.
Total milk.
Smash.
Milf.
Get the alien on next season of Milf Manor.
Yeah,
I'd watch
Sigourney
it.
Weaver. Yes.
alien.
Xenomorph.
Also, yes.
Smash.
Horrifying.
But yeah, I don't know. It's I feel like I relate more to villains in a sense of like, fun fact about Disney villains, all of them are queer coded.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, John
like
had a whole
Ursula
thing about that. Yeah.
Or Hades is
Jafar.
one. Jafar is one. So it's like, oh, there's like mannerisms. There's certain like conversations and diction used that's like, oh, well, okay, I see where they're kind of coming from. But like, not fully. Like, I don't support all the bad things that they've done.
You don't want to take mermaids' voices away, for example.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about that real quick. I feel like it would benefit us, you know.
In chat, the Faraj Mahal asked, if you don't want to bang the Xenomorph, are you xenophobic?
Boo. Boo.
That's a good one. That's quality.
But I mean, we could dump on Blaine some more though.
Yeah, we can
that
Blaine.
does open that up.
Nah.
The only person who votes no. Nah, we don't need to do that. It's fine. Blaine's fine.
I'm getting a bunch of whoa, Blizz. Why are you booing? I'm right. It doesn't matter. There's research papers about Disney queer coding their villains and stuff. It's fine.
If you were given the opportunity to real talk, take a mermaid's voice. If somebody was like, "Hey, I have a mermaid's voice for you. Do you want it?" Would you take it?
It would enhance my storyline, so probably.
Yeah, I'd 100% take it.
Yeah,
If somebody's like, "A mermaid's voice?" 100%. Give me that mermaid's
In
voice.
chat, Nerd asked, what if their voice was British?
Oh.
Hey,
Even more so.
even better.
It might be very helpful for me.
If I was Jafar, do I want that snake staff? Hell yeah.
Oh
I
my
do.
God,
Giant,
yes.
giant time crystal. What the fuck is it called? Giant. The word.
Time Stone?
No, it's not the time stone.
Like the temple
An
thing.
hourglass?
Thank you.
That's actually very embarrassing. That's actually very embarrassing.
Very embarrassing.
Tyler, the way Tyler asked it.
An hourglass? Are you really stupid or just stupid?
Look, I'm the Leah Michelle of Rooster Teeth, but like, Jesus, that's something else. I can't read. I want to make that clear too.
I knew. I was there with you. I'm on that side of TikTok. The Leah Michelle can't read TikTok.
Speaking of very uninformed news and shit like that, because we've been spouting out this whole episode, what's the deal
there for
with
20 years.
TikTok right now? Where's that at? Because I know that there was
So-
like a ban in the conversation.
There's a bigger conversation with that about internet privacy. So that's what the other part
Yeah.
that's not a part of that's not a part of the main discourse. It's like they want to put a ban on TikTok because they can't control how China's using our data or it's a threat to our data. But then there's also these other things in that bill that are like, oh, and then the government can watch what you do. So it's like ban TikTok, and also we're gonna watch what individuals are doing.
That whole bill that they swept a bunch of shit
Yeah,
under the rug
that's right.
on us. It's
Like the way it
Patriot
always
Act
works.
3.
yeah. So that it's like a lot of like net neutrality stuff that's getting like lumped in with that. So
Because
like,
we lost.
Look away. Look away.
right? Net neutrality.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, we lost.
Yeah.
There's
Wait,
a bunch
so-
of companies that are like tentatively saying, we'll still no.
Wait, so like, what happens if they get rid of TikTok? Like, does that mean that we won't have access to TikTok
That's
in
right.
the US?
Well,
correct.
I think.
Oh, that's gonna suck for some people.
Yeah, and from what I understand, a person that's like footing the bill with this whole movement against TikTok is Zuckerberg.
Meta.
Meta.
Yeah. so they
Meta
might
was the one
win.
who like spun it up,
Right.
and it's like, no, bro, nobody's coming back.
Yeah, they
No,
well, they
they're
don't want the
Use-
competition.
You
so.
MySpace yourself, dog.
Yeah.
You MySpace yourself. That's weird though. I feel bad for like I'm always gonna hit things from a creator standpoint.
Yeah.
As a creator on the internet. But I feel kind of bad for like the TikTok creators out there who made a living from
It's also
that.
one of like the most creative platforms I've seen since
Yeah.
probably the advent of YouTube. Like it's just the way that everybody's manipulating that platform is insane.
Yeah.
We should make our own app, Blizz.
Okay.
TikTok. It's gonna be the next big thing.
Why? What?
I'm telling you, right
Do
now.
you know what Kick is?
No.
Okay, it's a streaming platform that was
Oh,
created.
like KIK?
KICK, not the grooming app,
Oh, okay.
because that one is
What's the grooming app?
it's Kick, but it was for like it's like WhatsApp, but like it's also
Uh-huh.
very sketchy on there.
That's right.
the fuck?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about
Okay.
it later. But Kick is a streaming platform
Okay.
that was created in response to Twitch banning gambling streams and not being very clear about their policies. So a lot of creators are just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to Kick and make more money."
Yeah,
or
just
do
fucking
And now
something."
they're gambling. Everybody's gambling. All the kids
There's
are
a
gambling.
gambling category, and you have to be like your parents have to approve you being on Kick, and they would have to know that gambling is on that site. So
Ooh.
it's like promoting gambling to kids. But I mean, that's within
Damn,
everything. that you do.
TikTok.com is taken already.
Shit. Sorry, guys.
TikTok taught me how to card count the other day. That is a really hard sentence to say.
TikTok taught. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my god! TikTok, taught you.
me how to card count.
Whew. I learned
I'm
that from
not
my
gonna
AP
attempt
stats course in high
That's
school.
great. Yeah.
There's like a bunch of shit like I got a bunch of plumbing and woodworking stuff. Like it is
Yeah.
one of the most educational platforms, and I feel like it's also
If you choose to, it's
Yes.
such a human thing to me because it's like since the dawn of time, and this is what's weird about AI too, where it's like humans have always used tools, but when you give a human a tool, they always use it for weird purposes you don't intend, and so like that's what's so cool about TikTok as a tool, where it's like it originally was started as like do silly dances, children, and now it's like I can go find a woodworking cottagecore thing on there, and it's like
Yeah, you can.
How confident would all of you guys be with pulling out? And I'm not saying we're going to do this because we probably get like demonetized or whatever.
DMCA'd.
Yeah. Pulling out your TikTok and showing the 5 first things that come up in your feed.
easy
Nope.
done.
Nope.
100% me too.
Yeah.
Nope.
What do you have to hide?
It's nothing I have to hide. It's just I'm in such a niche pocket of the internet, I feel, where it's like,
welcome. It's Joe Rogan again.
Do you get served a lot of
Well,
JRE stuff?
No.
I do get some,
I say no.
and I'm bad at
Because a while ago, back before he got all fucking weird, he had like this one dude, like Forrest Gallant, who was like this like explorer dude, and I was
Right.
like, this guy's fucking cool. He had like alien shit, and then he got shitty, and then I was like, stop
But
stop
see,
it.
I feel
I don't want it.
Here's my thing. I feel like I'm media literate enough that I love alien shit, and I can determine on my own of like I know alien shit's not real. I like listening to it, so I'll listen to the 1-minute video. But then I'm like, oh no, now I've like I'm in bed with the bad guy.
Uh-huh.
Now
you
I
can
listen
go
to
hang
a
out with
60-second
God,
a 60-second Joe Rogan thing. God damn.
look, in bed with a bad guy. I'm a Bowser apologist, so
I'm gonna tell you what the first things that pop up. All right, one of them is it's
Thirst trap.
it's
scared.
it's a
Okay,
father-daughter. It's an old picture of her dad, a before and after.
Uh-huh.
I get a lot of wholesome stuff. There's this one couple. They make really fucking good comedic sketches. I got them.
Oh wait,
It's not-
no, flash me that again.
It's Austin Alexander.
Yep, I got that one earlier today.
Yeah. But it's not like the shitty ones that they're like, I hit a camera.
Her stuff is really funny. Her German mom stuff is so funny.
See, I don't like the couples that do the fucking pranks on each other because they're inevitably doomed.
Oh,
like,
no,
I
right.
texted from my ex-girlfriend's phone number. Blah, blah, blah.
They need to go to Gottman therapy.
All right.
I would say there's what I would say mine would be stop trying to get that.
I bought
Gus.
it.
You
I'm
bought
not trying to get it.
What did you buy? What did you buy? What did you buy?
TikTok.
Oh, you bought TikTok?
Yeah.
How much was it?
$11.99 a year?
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Like $1,000?
No, like
No.
12 bucks a year.
$12.
Yeah.
Kicktalk.me.
Bro, I don't know how much money you make. It could have been $11.99. Like, oh yeah,
I'm not.
I just
I'm not.
dropped- I
I'm
just
not-
dropped
I'm not
$1,200.
spending $1,200 on a fucking throwaway bit in the
I don't-
podcast.
girl, I don't know.
I think Gus, you should have. No, but mine would,
Kicktalk.me coming soon.
I'm on. So my TikTok is mostly. It used to be like thirst trap shit, where I was like, "Why is this on here?" And I clicked not interested. So now it's like snippets from like older TV shows. By older, I mean like snippets from Ghost Whisperer or like
Oh, that's cool.
movies or something like that, where I'm just like, "Oh,
I want to get on like the X-Files TikTok and the Sailor Moon TikTok, but I'm afraid of like spoilers. I guess for X-Files.
Wait, how deep are you into X-Files?
So we were talking about how like you get ruined because you're like looking at the prop in the backgrounds and you're thinking of things from production design. I'm on season 5 of X-Files, and the thing that keeps tripping me up is I think they shot it all in British Columbia.
Yeah.
And there's only like a good stable of actors out there. You see like 4 of the same guy in several different episodes playing like a coroner.
Because you don't. Because
a
it was
cop,
it was
this.
it was 90s TV. You're only gonna ever watch
Yeah.
this the one time.
Right.
Like that's it.
Right.
But I keep seeing like there's this one guy who was like a sheriff in Texas, and in the episode or like a few seasons before was like the coroner in Washington
he's
D.C.
a, he's a
I'd
multi-talented
like.
man."
I'd like to write a storyline for that character.
Oh, how he became
Like
like,
his
They
top-
kind
One
of did that with
episode
the
storyline.
other guys. The spin-off X-Files show, the Lone Gunman.
Oh yeah. But they were more
They were a
main
little
characters
established,
as
right?
opposed to
Wait,
like
there's a spinoff for X-Files?
Yeah, it's the Lone Gunman.
What is that?
you never. Oh my god!
What's that?
What?
Hilarious.
The Lone Gunman predicted 9/11.
What?
Yeah.
What is this? Wait.
No.
Is this canon? Is this an actual spinoff of X-Files? What's going on?
He ruined Gus's whole life.
You've been talking about the X-Files for so long. You always say what a big fan you are. You don't know what the fucking Lone Gunmen are?
Because I'm trying to stay away from spoilers, so I'm in season 5 and I don't look
Have you ever
beyond that.
seen the X-Files before?
When I was a kid, every time I heard the
This is
I
hilarious.
ran to the TV to turn it off.
Oh yeah,
So no,
terrifying.
this is my
Do you remember?
fresh
Wait,
run through.
wait. So do you remember? I don't know if this is gonna spoil it because I have a vague memory. I don't watch the X Files. I don't know about the X Files.
Okay.
There's a moment it's an alien baby, and she like undoes like she pulls up a little alien baby, and it's all like cryo froze. And I remember seeing that on TV and crying. I remember and just like, like I can't. Alien shit freaks me the fuck out.
We're in the stage of X-Files where it's still, are they aliens or are they a government U.S. made like human?
Yeah,
and they won't tell you which way.
U.S. made human.
Which do you know where you are in season 5 right now?
I am 2 episodes away from the finale.
Okay, so you've already seen the Lone Gunman in series then.
You're talking about the smoking man?
The Lone
No.
Gunman, I had to look it up. Their first appearance was in the 3rd episode of 5th season of The X-Files.
Is he like the
Unusual
fucking like
Suspect.
It's like a
butch-
bunch of dudes.
Like,
It's, gunmen. It's plural.
do you want to like pull up a picture that's from? Oh, those fucking yeah. It's Fruhike and the
Yes.
other dude. Yeah, yes. What about him?
That's
They had their own
they have
show.
their own show.
Are you shitting me? When?
There was an X-Files spinoff.
The 90s.
That's fucking right. And they predicted 9/11.
Yeah.
Great for them.
That's why this is all so frustrating. 'Cause I was like, they're
Jesus.
they're not huge.
I forgot
characters,
the lone. I was thinking of something else. That's the name of their publication, their
Right.
fictional publication, the Lone Gunman.
Right.
Is X-Files worth the squeeze?
100%.
I'm
Really?
not
You would
watching it.
not know how much clothes I bought because the drip is so fucking.
I mean, the
on
drip
point.
is insane. And also, have you seen that photo thing they did of, I can't remember who the photo guy is, but it's just David Duchovny. His hair is like fully gelled up. He's in like a red like plastic shirt and a room full of eyeballs. It's the coolest.
No, that's
it's the
awesome.
really cool,
coolest
though.
photo op I've ever
That's,
seen.
that's the other thing. David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson are so fucking 90s hot, and they aged like fine wine. And then they got this dude who in the earlier seasons was supposed to be the villain, but he's also cool. He's working right next door in Walker. It's Mitch Pileggi. He's their
Oh,
boss,
yeah.
Skinner. I keep hoping I'm going to run into him.
He's so cool.
I texted my friend who works in Walker, and I was like, I'm watching X-Files. I know you're also an X-Files fan. Is Mitch Pileggi cool? And you're like, he's the fucking best. They had nothing but nice things to say about this actor, and I was like, yes.
I don't think I know X-Files drip now that I think about it.
Oh,
It's just like awesome 90s, like fucking denim and shit.
The weird little glasses.
Circle glasses.
Back to the topic of TikTok. I think the TikTok kids are bringing back 90s outfits, which is really cool.
It's 20 years. It's so like when back in my day, the 70s like had a rejuve, and so like
yeah.
that like
was
late
fucking
90s,
awful.
early it was bad. The
Bell bottoms.
Do you remember that
So bad.
the Levi's commercial? It was low rise jeans, and it was the song "I'm Coming Out," and all the belly buttons were singing.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
I forgot. Why did you bring
Why
that
did you
back
bring-
up?
Wait,
'Cause-
I know exactly. Oh,
Everybody needs nightmares.
No.
but like that was when the 70s were back, and so now it's like now the 90s are coming back, and a lot of it has. I feel like Doja Cat did a lot of work to get the 90s to come back.
Yeah, Doja did. Yeah, stop, guys. What the heck?
Showing him the singing belly button commercial.
Yeah,
Like,
we don't need that.
No,
the
but-
belly button's not an attractive thing for anybody.
I think it only just shows like this entire conversation is that TikTok is very powerful in changing the media
Yes.
and like how we
Well,
consume
also-
things. So if it goes away, what am I gonna do? Go on Twitter and doom scroll and be sad?
But
I don't
also,
wanna
it
do
has
that.
its own like, I don't know, like when you like the protests in France were going on, they were covering them in a different way that was far more anti-capitalist than
Yeah.
traditional media does.
Then the capitalist media.
Correct. And so that kind of like that destabilizing element is also terrifying, I would assume, for government agencies. But
Yeah, so maybe that's why why are they taking all the fun things? This is
Listen,
what happened when you took out porn from Tumblr.
A lot of the stuff that's like, okay, last thing I'll say about X-Files.
Jesus
There's a
fucking
lot
Christ.
of like alien bullshit in the news, and then there's like the was it not Weinstein? Is the Weinstein? What's Harvey
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey
his
Weinstein?
list and all that shit? And then there's
you're
like
thinking about Jeffrey Epstein.
Jebstein.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
There's that, and then there's like a bunch of things that are happening right now, and like the government trying to like take away TikTok and like all that shit. While I'm watching X-Files, I'm like, war never changes. It's just
because
it's all
history
parallels.
constantly repeats itself.
Yeah,
let's
it's
be
scary.
honest.
It's fucking terrifying.
Like Texas is a very good example of that with like the
Book
anti-drag,
banning and shit.
Yeah.
anti-trans and anti-drag laws, which is super fucking
Bullshit.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Jesus, but I won't get into it because I can and I'll
get into
fucking
it.
murder
I want to know
someone.
what counts as drag, because like I just want like
So under this bill, you dressing up right now, like let's say you have a daughter and you're playing dress up with your daughter,
Yeah.
that counts as drag.
nah.
No, yeah, it does.
But then what about like face painting
I think
at
that
like
also,
at like the carnival,
I honestly think cosplaying also counts as drag.
cosplaying? But like if I go to like I don't know like a children's birthday party, I'm like I want tiger makeup.
I'm not sure, but
Ugh.
look, if I ever decided to become a Texas Republican, I don't know why my voice went country for that one. I would say yes. Yeah, I would say yes for that. But yeah, it's very fucking annoying living here and then seeing this type of shit.
I want to do drag again because of it. Like,
You only done it the one time?
I did we had a, I don't know if this is appropriately named anymore, but at the time we called it the gender swap party. Girls were boys, boys were girls. So I dressed up like that, and like my girlfriend at the time like did me up. And I looked fucking great. The heels made my ass like pop. And then we did it again for, I've done it for various times for Rooster Teeth content, but the time that I legitimately did it was when we had our local drag queen come in, Cupcake, and she did me up for on the spot. We, like 5 of us did drag. We went fucking hard.
We
Like,
want to.
It looked great. I
We want
remember
to
that
put
one.
you back in drag because
Lori.
one of our guests that we had on the STF stream, RIP, it was Lori.
Wait, Lori died?
No,
R.I.P.
No,
STF.
STF died,
I know,
Blaine.
I know.
Hold
Did
on.
you steal that sign yet?
That's something. No, stop.
yet.
No, you're not stealing the sign.
I'm going to steal
You're not stealing
Wait,
the
why are
sign.
you not going to let me steal the sign?
We shouldn't have this recorded.
Have what recorded?
Don't worry, it's not recorded. It's live.
Nothing. It's live. Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
You can't look back in this.
They can't scrub back. They can't clip anything that we're doing right now. I even forgot what to say. Oh yeah, so Lori Bird talked about wanting to put you in drag because, to quote her, she said that you would look snatched in a corset.
Sick.
So
I've been watching so much Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, that like.
What's your favorite season?
They did an All Stars season of All Stars, and Jinx Monsoon one. We went and saw Jinx live, so we were like fucking stoked about that. But I liked the one. I think it was season 12.
I like how shy Jinx Monsoon is out of drag.
Oh, they don't seem like they would be.
Yeah.
But anyways, season 12 was great but that was also the one where they went into the pandemic. So they just like been building up incredible fucking cast, and then like the last 2 episodes in apartments, and you're like, fuck, this is a bummer.
yeah, the pandemic sucked. But what I will say,
You just finished the sentence.
no,
there.
the pandemic sucked. But what I will say, it did spark a lot of creativity in a lot of folks because I started it from the pandemic.
Really?
Yeah,
Or
I
wait,
started Twitch streaming in
Whoa.
June 2020.
nice.
And I was like doing a little bit of TikTok before then. I had a podcast
And look at you now.
before
You're in Texas.
that, and now I'm in.
You're
Did
back.
I move up?
You're back in your podcast era again.
back in my
I
podcast
read about it
era.
online.
Yeah, but Gus, you keep track on me, and it's so great because I also keep track on you. So
I like to know what's
it's
going
mutual.
on.
It's mutual. But yeah, a lot of creative like talent or creative minds came out of the pandemic, which is really cool because we were in that house the entire time, and we just wanted to find ways to express ourselves. So you got a lot of drag queens, a lot of Twitch streaming. It's actually oversaturated on Twitch with how many people are streaming, which is I'm not gatekeeping. It's the reason that people are moving to Kick. To TikTok. You got a lot of people who got really famous on TikTok immediately, and then like now are kind of like dying down. But
I feel like also not just from an entertainment perspective, but from like a workforce kind of like work from home is so much more accepted now.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not saying that the fucking pandemic was worth it, but that was one of the benefits that came from it. One of the few benefits that came from it. Because I've been working home from last like 2 weeks, and it's just been nice.
Yeah, I've been
Dude,
seeing
I
you
had
forever. I
a
miss you.
fucking pain in my ass day the other day here.
Mine.
At the office?
Yeah. I went to record something. Or actually, I was trying to get into a meeting, and my mic wasn't working.
Oh,
Then I had to record stuff, and my mic wasn't working. And I like troubleshot it. It's like, shit, this needs to work in 5 minutes. I just went home the rest of the day. It's like, I can get work done more efficiently.
From your home.
Gus
Gus
all
was
done at
going through it, and I was like, "Hey, Gus, like I could try to find a solution to like get Lindblad in here." And it was like the solution was we press one button and it's fine.
We didn't know that,
We didn't
though.
know that. We didn't know that. And I was like, as you left like 5 minutes, I messaged you. I'm like, "Hey, by the way, I fixed your mic. Okay, bye."
But it's just stuff like that where it's like you're not in full control of it. Like at home, everything works.
Yeah.
I know if Blaine and I record at home, his mic's going to sound like shit because it's always buzzing. And we just accept that. It's just account for that.
It has a grounding issue. So what I have to do is put my hands, I have to have skin contact. I even tried it with my foot.
One time we did a recording the whole time. He had his foot on the mic to ground it.
For free? You putting toes on for free?
It was just for the Discord.
Someone
No feet for
sponsor
free.
Blaine. Someone sponsor Blaine with a microphone, please.
Also, if it's a grounding problem, then it's a cable problem. Or if it's a cable problem, it's just one of the just get a new cable.
I think
dog.
he's
I
tried
have
a new
swapped
cable.
out 3 cables and 2 microphones.
It could be the grounding connection maybe in the mic.
But
I've had
3 cables and
different-
microphones. Is that
Yeah, different
what is that-
microphones.
What is that? What is that philosophical debate of like if it's a different axe and a different
Yeah.
handle? But so then
the ship of Theseus.
Yeah.
yeah. And so then it's the electricity in your house.
Stop checking your phone. You're literally on cam.
No, I'm
checking
do
your
not
phone.
disturbing because people are blowing me up.
Is your computer plugged into a UPS backup or like a battery backup?
No.
It's plugged straight into the wall?
Yes.
There you go.
Wait, no. It's connected to a strip.
Yep, that's
No,
it.
no, yeah.
You swapped that strip out lately?
No.
100%, that's your problem.
Yep.
You think so?
Yeah.
100%.
Wait, have
You
you
nailed it.
Why?
Wait, are we not supposed to have it directly in the?
Get a battery backup.
No, it's just you can.
Oh yeah,
It's-
we're gonna drop $300.
It's
guys.
$300. What the fuck are you buying?
Yeah.
Spend like $90 on one.
Well, Gus, you spent $1,000 on that
Yeah.
TikTok
Do- do-
website. You didn't get anything.
do you want to
dropping
spend
$1,200?
Do you want to spend $90 to protect your multi-$1,000 PC?
Yes, because I did buy that with my own money.
Well, there you go. Then fucking buy the battery backup.
At the end of the day, the microphone's buzzing because you have a grounding problem. And it's
Okay.
that's it. And so that the reason that you go into the power strip, that means there's like the ground sucks for that power strip. And so if you just either go right into the wall, it'll be fine, but then you run the risk of blowing it up when it gets hit by lightning, or buy a new power strip that's a little nicer. Or do
Okay.
the thing
I
that
think
Gus
that
said
works.
and
Truth
drop
be
to
told,
90.
I stole it from work.
Yeah. So
Why are we confessing things?
Why-
on
Because
live?
We're live right
listen,
now.
I have a bunch of work shit at home, but they work knows. Like Hector at one point was like, "I need to know what all equipment you have," and then I let him know. That's
$54.
$54. Well, how long? If my computer turns off, how long is that?
This
gonna
wouldn't
continue?
last very long, but the more important part is that it's a more thorough protection for
Okay.
power surges.
Okay, I might get one then.
Okay, hear me out. What if we like kept secrets about things that we were going to do? And
I can't
not...
do that.
Oh, okay.
No. My anxiety cannot let me keep a secret at all. Like I get maybe 3 hours. Maybe 3 hours. If it's like, hey, I got you if I got somebody a present, I'd be like, I got you a present. Do you want to know what it is? And they'd be like, no. I'd be like, do you want to
Drew.
guess? Do you want to guess?
No.
I can't. I just like I am compulsed to tell you.
Drew, no, you
everything.
don't. You don't. No.
And,
But
it-
like,
and then it like divulges into like a boundary issue. Like
the
it
joy
just
of a
it's-
the joy of a surprise. What?
Dude, okay, one of the worst things
Anxiety
happened to
is
me the other
surprise.
day. I found Devin. This has already happened. Wait.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh my God! No, yes, it is.
So Devin comes up to me like Monday, Tuesday. And then he's like, hey, you want to see something? He shows me an engagement ring. And I was like, oh my God, it's happening. You're going to propose to Jessica. Is it happening tonight? And he's like, no, it's happening this weekend. So I had a full fucking week that every time I saw Jessica, I was like,
that is my personal head.
hi.
There was a Kristen Wiig character like that on SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When like they told her the surprise. and
Yeah.
She's like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my God, it's gonna happen.
You know what sucked about that? That night that Jessica got proposed to, we had plans for Jessica to go out with us. And then so I text Jessica, yeah, meet us at the spot, blah, blah, blah. And then Jessica just never shows up. I text her Monday being like, hey, so congratulations on the engagement. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I meant to like come hang out, but then I got engaged. And I was like, don't apologize for getting engaged. How are you supposed to know that you got engaged?
I remember like I was texting with her at one point and I was like, she was like, all right, you have a good time or something. I was like, yeah, you have a good weekend. And then I was like,
Was that too much?
engagement.
but I was like really thinking about it. I was like, should I hint? No, don't make it about you.
Don't make it about you.
Wait, that's me texting you all the time.
I got to do a cool thing the other day. Speaking of engagement,
Did you get engaged?
No,
Allie?
not yet.
Good.
But we are going to get engaged, married, whatever, soon ish. And so we got to make. We're getting our like shit. We got to make our rings. Like I got to like.
Oh, that's
like,
pretty fucking cool.
Like
Where?
melt the gold. You remember Kit?
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Yeah.
know him in
Yeah.
his services.
Yeah. And so like he.
Why did you say it like that?
Don't worry about it.
I mean but we got to make our rings and stuff. It was great.
That's awesome.
Wait, that sounds so cool.
Yeah, it was like a blowtorch and like a spinny like thing and like melted the gold down and then like let go of it and like shot
How
into
do
the
you
thing.
go about acquiring the raw materials? And like, did you like?
He took care of it. Like he just did all of it, and then like we got to pick out all the
seems
rocks, like all the
suspicious.
cool rocks and shit. And like he was like, "Do you like these rocks or these rocks?" I was like, "I like those rocks better." He's like, "Great." So like any of the stuff, it's just like the coolest fucking thing.
Do you all ever watch, on a somewhat related note, there's a YouTube channel by a guy goes by the name Bobby Fingers. Does that ring a bell? Have you all ever
Bobby
seen that?
Fingers?
No,
Probably
He makes
porn star.
he makes dioramas of different things. He only has 3 videos on YouTube. The most recent video he made was a diorama of Michael Jackson when his hair caught fire during filming the Pepsi
I
commercial.
did see. I saw like a little clip of that somewhere. Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you show me that?
It's incredible. I will. And as part of it, he realizes that he needs to make a little Michael Jackson figure that can be lit on fire. So he needs to make like a bronze Michael Jackson to make into a candle. And he goes through the whole process of like, oh, I don't have access. I don't have access to a foundry, so we're gonna do this like using Bronze Age technology and like melts the metal down, makes this mold, pours it all in, and
Jesus.
it's like
That's a
it's
lot.
fucking incredible to watch. And
So cool.
It's only his third video. The second one was Steven Seagal getting beat up by a stuntman, and the first one was Mel Gibson getting arrested for his DUI.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
those are great. And those are all miniatures,
good.
like little.
Yeah, they're like 1/10 scale miniatures.
How
so cool.
real do they look?
It's incredible.
Wow.
And each video is like 25 minutes
Bobby
long.
Fingers.
Yeah, where you're like, man, that's a fucking long video. I don't know if I want to watch it. And you start watching, you're like, no,
in it.
I'm totally
I'm
enthralled.
I want to learn something like that. I'm a man on the internet, so I've been trying to do things that are off screen. So I picked up Muay Thai boxing.
Oh,
And
that's
I
cool.
told you about this.
Yeah.
And I was like, this could be fun. And I really just want to kick someone's ass at the end of the day because I think that'd be kind of cool to have the potential to kick
To just
someone's
wreck
ass.
someone's shit.
Yeah, to wreck someone's shit like they wouldn't see it coming.
I keep wanting to go with you, but I like. Are you into sparring? Like, are you getting hit as well and shit?
So right now I'm in the beginner stages where you don't really do as much sparring.
Oh, you're a yellow belt.
Is that what it's called?
I
I don't know.
They probably don't have belts.
Piss belt, I guess.
Muay Thai boxing.
Sorry, I talk about piss too much. I gotta turn
You
that
really
off.
got to calm it
Reason,
down.
reason.
Really gotta calm it down. It took this long for me to talk about piss, so that's basically an improvement. But I wanted
You
to
already talked about.
Fuck.
Was that on
Okay.
camera?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think it was.
Oh, it wasn't. No. That's why we shouldn't talk.
What?
You're only allowed to talk to your friends when it's
Yeah.
entertaining for other people.
Yeah, this is like 3 minutes before, Gus.
This is why I never talked to Bernie other than when we were on camera, because it would
Save all the bits.
It would just get too confusing. Yeah.
What hobbies did you guys pick up over the course of like the last? Because I feel like this is the hobby generation.
I've always been a hobby boy, so I did I had leatherworking before, but then
I have 2 of your bookmarks.
Drew, can we hang out?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I feel like you're like the coolest person.
but I made this.
You feel like you're like the
catch.
coolest person, and this is nice.
It's not bad.
Ooh,
I'm okay
You
with
could,
it.
you could buy that in a store.
You
like
could.
I would see that and be
I
like,
could
ooh.
charge you like triple and make it myself.
True.
No, I mean I didn't mean like you could. I meant like I would see that and be like,
I could buy.
I
that.
want
How
to buy
long have
this.
you had
Yeah.
this one?
a while.
Have you showed that to me and it's just gotten more polished?
Patinted. Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Drew,
It's gotta
hear me
fucking
out.
Amazing.
We start a podcast. We call it RT Podcast with Blizz and Drew. We get stoned.
We get super stoned.
And
We call-
leatherwork.
The podcast is called Leather Boys.
Leather
it has
Boys.
nothing to do
Has
with what you
nothing
think.
to do with what you think it is whatsoever. We're just probably talking about leather.
But during the pandemic, Drew would do like leatherworking streams.
Yeah, I took over the RT Instagram while everybody was like, we don't know what the fuck to do during the pandemic.
Scramble,
and I was like,
scramble.
And I was like, I can make a wallet. And
Yeah.
so like I just would get on there for like an hour.
Drew
at
is
a
like the
time.
coolest person. What the hell? I had no idea.
And then other hobbies. So I did, and then I got back into cycling. So like that's my other like thing, like bike packing, like where you like camp on your bike.
Oh, like real rugged.
Yeah.
Are you one of those guys that like, how light can I get my pack?
No, because like that's part of it. Like you got to haul it around, but
Right.
then at the end of the day, it's like all that stuff's so like when you start getting down to like the ounces, it gets so expensive.
Yeah.
It's just like, and you're just like, you know what? I could make a movie for this amount of money. That's,
Oh, something side note, because I was on my plane watching you.
Mhm.
You killed it for On the Spot.
You're on your plane?
Yeah, I was on the plane.
How are you watching?
You get
got
Wi-Fi on
internet?
the
Wi-Fi.
plane.
He bought.
Yeah,
he
Wi-Fi.
bought
To
Boing Boing.
watch work stuff?
Boing
to
Boingo.
watch. Well, I wanted to watch like how it went. So
Supporting his friends.
Yeah, I'm supporting. I also used to watch On the Spot. So
Really?
yeah,
Are you my biggest fan?
no. I'm actually your biggest hater. You just don't know it yet. Every thread about you is from me. I want you to
Aw.
know that. But no, someone was asking earlier. They were like, "Oh yeah, if you love On the Spot, like go check out like On the Spot stuff." And I was like, "Oh, don't worry, I've already done that." I've like watched AHG Mod, On the Spot, and Always Open were like the 3 things that I would watch. And then recently I got into Chris was talking about it. What is it called? It's A Simple Walk.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like update myself on it because it seemed really cool.
Yeah. There's like a lot of good shows to go back and watch and like binge.
Yeah.
It's weird going back. I think in particular, you and I have been going back and watching like old MDB stuff because we did a 20-year anniversary thing.
Yeah.
And it was just like, there was like hours, days of our lives put into that show that I don't really remember. And then you like go back and watch and you're like, I remember that day like it was yesterday.
Like sand in the hourglass.
The hourglass.
The hourglass.
It's like sand in the crystal thing that you flip
crystal
over.
Coke bottle
Hobbies.
shape.
What hobbies did you pick up?
Sewing. I got a lot more into
You have a machine
building.
now?
Yes.
Nice.
Like a little singer. And I got more into like building like home renovation project things. And I'm getting better at it.
Oh, that's nice.
Like I used to like crack wood whenever I drill it into something because I'd be like,
Yep.
and now I'm like, things are like perfectly clicking.
It's
in and
the weird thing
so
about
nice.
home ownership to me is that you realize everything comes apart.
Yeah.
And it's like that was the one thing when I got my parents helped me buy a house, so I'm not gonna be very very clear about that because I think a lot of people.
God,
aren't
Drew's a
very
nepo
like-
baby.
But I'm not gonna be like an asshole and be like I bought a house. Like no, I didn't. My mommy and my daddy helped me buy a house.
Ellie
Now
buy a
I live in a
house.
place. But then like being like, oh, there's a hole in the drywall. You don't think like, oh, I can fix that. It's like no, everything's made out of stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Everything comes apart.
Yeah, that is true. Everything comes apart.
Your house showed up in pieces and
Yeah.
people put it together.
And people put it together. So it's just a very like slow realization for me. Again, being like in my 30s, being like, oh, I guess everything comes apart.
my garage is like my testing place for like if I can do something competently enough. I had there was like the most groundbreaking TikTok of all things where I have this conversation with my parents where it's like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this thing to my house. And they'll be like, you better not because of the resale value. And it's just like, you'd have to replace it down the road. I saw a TikTok and the person was like, stop thinking about the resale value of your home when you're wanting to do projects.
because the world's not gonna be here in like 2 years, so
Right.
it's fine.
No, because you're basically paying rent to the future owner of the
Right.
house. Like you're renting
what you
this
want.
home. Like
Yeah.
do whatever
It's
you
your
want.
house.
Yeah, fuck it. Do it.
Yeah. So because of that, I've been like, oh, let's like paint fucking crazy shit on
Yeah.
this office.
Cut a
wall.
hole in the wall. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter. You
don't-
live here.
Don't
It's
do
your
that,
house.
actually.
No. I have peepholes in every bathroom.
Load bearing's just a suggestion.
Load bearing suggestion. Blaine, I want to go over to your house and have like I see like a Han Solo portrait, but the eyes are missing, and just like that's like the Scooby Doo. Like
Yeah.
That'd be so good. That'd be so cool.
Did I don't know if any of you guys watched Last Week Tonight.
Yeah.
But yesterday, or it's this most recent episode, they did the entire episode was about HOAs. And at the very beginning, John Oliver prefaces it by saying, "Listen, this episode is all about home ownership. I understand no one under 35 is ever going to experience that, so we made a separate episode for you."
What?
And they made a separate episode about Chuck E. Cheese.
What?
Oh, I love Chuck E. Cheese.
Go to go to Last Week Tonight. You can .com. You can watch that episode.
delightful.
And then they did the regular episode was all about HOAs.
Oh my
But then they
God.
made a second episode just for people under 35 since they'll never own a home.
That's just fucking groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Like fucking hilarious.
I probably will never own a home. I don't think. We'll see though.
I mean,
do you want to?
you wanna learn about-
Is that a thing?
kinda.
Is that
You
a
wanna-
goal of yours?
You want to learn about the history of Chuck E. Cheese? Because I got a fucking URL for you.
Hey,
Dude, that guy, the guy who invented Charles Entertainment Cheese, who also like invented Atari, right?
Yeah, it was Nolan Bushnell.
Yeah.
oh, was it just
Multi-talented.
because he wanted to create a venue for his video game?
Watch
arcade
Last Week
machines?
Tonight.
Okay.
They get into it.
That's cool.
By the way, I'm sending you all notes. I'm sending you all links, stuff that we've talked about.
I mostly want to see the guy recreate Michael Jackson. Hair.
I sent you that
Okay,
already.
great.
Billy Fingers.
And
Billy Fingers?
Bobby Fingers.
Bobby
I sent it to you too. I sent you everyone. And I also sent you the rock, paper, scissors.
Robert Fingers.
The home ownership thing though, it's like the stars have to align, or you have to have someone helping fund it for it to actually happen.
My focus right now isn't home. It is getting a car, getting a new car,
Yeah.
and that's what's going to be the start of that. And then I'll start focusing on getting a
What are you
house
eyeballing?
and
What kind of car are you gonna
starting
get?
a family or whatever. I wanted to get a Jeep, but I heard that's bad, so never mind.
Why did you hear that? That was bad.
I don't know. I think it's like this weird myth that like Jeeps are going to tip over.
How many times you tipped over, Blaine?
Never.
Okay.
My specific make and model is the one that was the most prone, but because of that, the previous owner had it lifted
Okay.
and with big ass wheels, and I kept the big ass wheels. I didn't really care much for the lift, so I actually had it lowered and the wheelbase widened. Like they can have these extender things that they add onto your what are those things? Is it rotor?
An axle?
Axle? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, they did
Rotors in
that
your
so that
brakes.
it's less like fucking top heavy and shit.
So,
But there is like a whole thing we could get into it later. But
Okay.
Jeep has been changed hands from like it's like Chrysler Dodge now, and it's I think the newest models are made with the same engines as like a what are those little Italian
Fiat?
Fiats? They're
So
Fiat
I could
engines.
get.
Big car
so
guy
it's
over
okay
here.
to get a Jeep, is what you're
Clearly.
telling me.
No, I'm saying that it's like they're not that great.
I would
made
recommend.
anymore.
I would recommend looking up videos called the Moose Test and seeing what the car does.
I love the moose test.
Do you know
Okay.
about the Moose Test?
I know about the moose
Okay, great.
test.
Then
Okay,
What is
yeah,
the moose-
sure,
Heard
yeah.
of the moose test.
it's so
Oh.
the Hilux never passes, but basically it's like they set up some cones in the middle of the road to basically be like, oh, if a moose were to walk out in the middle of the road, would you be able to swerve around it and keep all four wheels on the ground? And so you'll just see like Jeeps fail it all the time. Like, okay, here comes the thing where they have to do it, and they just go up on two wheels, or like some of them will just dunk right over. But I think the Toyota Hilux, which isn't sold in America, never passes. It's just always like two wheels around the Moose Test.
Man, I saw that Ford. I'm not gonna hold on to my Jeep for forever. It's fucking ancient. I love the thing to death, but it's gonna fall
How many
apart.
miles is on that Jeep?
220,000.
Holy God.
I don't know. It's like in the 200s. Still runs great.
200K, 200,000.
Yes. I think that I want to get like a truck, and I want it to be a hybrid because I want it to be like cutting edge.
Ford Maverick.
I want to get the Ford Maverick
And
Everyone's-
affordable.
Yeah, there's starts at 22 or something
Yeah.
like that. There are so many small dick dudes on TikTok who are railing on the design for the Ford Maverick. Who fucking cares?
Guess what? I can put a sheet of plywood in my truck and go home with it and build a home project.
We are on different sides of TikTok now that I realize, where I'm just like, y'all have car TikToks?
Well, I looked up the Ford
The only
Maverick.
thing I get is Sydney Sweeney and her like
and her
Ford
little Jeep.
stuff.
Yeah. What is she? She's building something. That girl knows how to build cars.
She knows how to build a car though.
Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
Yeah, from like Euphoria or White Lotus or anything else.
Your Jeep's almost driven to the moon.
Wait, how far is the moon?
238,900
Oh,
miles.
you're almost there,
Oh,
little Jeep.
man.
Oh,
That's so cool.
I want to
Oh,
do that now.
Did you guys already talk about them going back to the fucking
No,
moon
we
on the
haven't.
podcast?
We have not.
What about
That's
it?
on the
Why are
moon.
you
Why-
pissed off
yeah,
about
why
us
is that
going
bad?
We all know I don't like the moon. That's the whole thing.
Why?
Every time I'm on the
Drew does not
podcast.
like the moon.
It's
Did y'all not know this?
confusing.
What do you mean it's confusing?
It's confusing. Okay.
I'm gonna approach this as a biochemist, so please.
Are you a
why
flat
is this
earther?
No,
are
I'm not
you
a flat earther.
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
stupid. It's a completely different thing. Gus has heard this
red.
argument
Yeah.
1,000 times.
Flat earthers are
the
also
moon,
stupid.
The moon doesn't make a ton of sense light-wise to me. I've narrowed it down.
giant mirror.
Like light-wise?
Yes.
It's reflecting from the sun.
I understand where the okay.
Sorry, Drew. Explain. I'm not gonna interrupt. Explain where you are coming from.
The other day, I walk out of the HEB and
This is not where I thought this was starting.
and I look up in the sky and it's evening and the moon is out and the sun is just set and then the crescent on the it's on the bottom of the moon. Sometimes it's on one side, sometimes on the other. That night it was just a full under the moon.
It was Mac tonight.
What?
Never mind. Sorry.
Okay. And then the sun had set in the opposite direction. So like west was that way, moon was in the east, thing was underneath the thing. And I couldn't, in my brain, could not put all the pieces together to be like, this is why the moon's here. Or the other thing that pisses me off.
Okay.
Why is the moon out during the daytime? Why? Like, I understand why you can see it. I get it. But like, the sun is very consistent. Rises in the morning, sets in the evening, makes a ton of sense. Goes up in the sky, comes down. Moon, much slower. You don't know when it's going to be, where it's going to be, how long it's going to be. You got to look up the map every fucking time.
I did, to be fair, I did text Eric Badura for like a month. Every night that the moon wasn't out, that it should have been out.
Yeah,
'Cause I
where
was
the
like,
fuck is
where
moon?
did it go?
Where'd it go?
It's behind a cloud, or it's
No, it
not
wasn't, though.
reflecting. It's
and
not
then,
reflecting.
and then don't
light.
even get me started on the fucking like the weird.
The moon is always there. Actually, hold on. The moon is always there.
It's just
No, it's
like
not.
it's the
Not all the time.
revolution is dependent on
So-
the seasons, I think.
Yes, the moon is always there at night. If that's what you're talking about.
No,
not
always.
necessarily, not all night. Because sometimes it comes up at like noon and then sets at like 7
Yeah,
or 8.
sometimes there's no moon. And it's dark as hell.
Yeah.
Right.
No, wait. I think there is a
necessarily-
moon. It's
not
just
a
not
new
being
moon.
reflected.
Not a new moon, no moon. It's on the other side of the earth.
So no moon.
I think. See, this is confusing.
I think it's because
think-
it's revolved. Like
don't know
the
if
sun
that's
is,
true.
we're
Nobody
consistently
knows.
going around
No
the
one-
sun.
no one knows,
but
Blake.
like the moon is going at a different
Yeah.
pace.
Also, you
so
can't
it's
say
not
the
as
sun.
consistent.
You can't say the sun is consistent if you are basing that consistency on the sun, or you can't say the moon's not consistent if you're basing the consistency on the sun.
I'm just saying the sun
It
is
could
more
be.
like
Oh.
Okay.
all this to be said. We're gonna go back to the moon in 2025.
What happened?
I decided to look it up to see.
And Blizz is right.
Yeah.
The moon
A
is
moonless
only
night, as you suspect, a night in which the moon does not appear visible in the sky. This happens once per month when the moon is near the sun. Due to the proximity of the moon and the sun in the sky, at that time, the moon is the smallest sliver possible and therefore not a full.
Right.
Wait,
That's just that's a new moon.
Basically, like sometimes you can't see a new moon.
But I'm just saying, like anyway, we're going back to the moon in 2025.
Yeah.
Very excited about it because then maybe there'll be enough moon facts that we don't have to argue about it every time I'm on the podcast.
The thing is, there are moon facts out there.
I'm trying to look it up. No, I've gone to the Griffith Observatory. I have a telescope. I'm just stupid. I'm not. It's not that I don't.
It's on the other side.
It's not that anybody else is wrong. It's that I'm dumb as hell.
Have you looked
there is
at
no
the,
moon.
the James
There is
Webb
no moon.
stuff, like footage of like them going into galaxies and
I
going
don't.
into
It makes me
galaxies
so- it makes
and
me
then galaxies
so upset.
and then there's stars and then there's
It
planets
makes
and
me so upset.
we're nothing.
Nothing.
We're
You're
fucking nothing.
atoms.
We're smaller than sand.
I don't want to think about it because then I get very existential.
Right.
So.
So this is
It's
why.
so-
Again, anytime I talk about the moon, it winds up on shit like this, and then I'm depressed for the rest of the
I
day.
got mad at my dog
The
because he was
moon
licking his
sucks.
ass on the couch. He
The
made a big
moon
wet
doesn't-
spot, and then I started thinking about how small we are in the galaxy, and I hugged my
Dude,
dog.
the moon is so cool.
It
What are
doesn't
you-
matter.
Well, I look forward to getting called out for spreading misinformation about the moon.
You're welcome.
All right, let's wrap this up. And that's enough of the moon.
I'm gonna go look at James Webb pictures now. Just think
Be
about
sad.
how
Just enjoy the
nothing
rest of your
we are.
shitty Monday.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Goodbye.
Come see us on the 19th. Bye.